I'm so excited. Today is the first time we're doing core lessons concept. So we're not gonna do the interview thing today. I'm gonna share some insights. I might even give you a sneak peek of like my workout, what that looks like. But yeah, let's get it. I'm excited. What's up everyone? This is 𝗨𝗏 from 𝗵𝗹𝗍, former founder, now venture capital investor, solely focused on helping you build game-changing businesses. I know it's been a long time since I last posted, and I've heard a lot of your feedback, particularly on wanting to hear more from me. So we're trying something different today. Now we're still gonna do the interviews, but I'm introducing a new segment called Core Lessons. Now, Core Lessons is an opportunity for me to share some of the top tech trends or some of the things that are top of mind, the things that I'm super excited about, the things that I'm looking for in founders. And at the end of that, I'm gonna share some quick founder tips on how to stay in shape and get the most out of your body while you're still building a company. So I'm gonna get a workout in. After that, we'll get into Core Lessons. So today is one of my quick and dirties. It's almost like one of these CrossFit AMRAPs, and yeah, let's get into it. We'll start stretching. If you're sitting at a desk all the time, or you're constantly like, if you're traveling, you're in a plane, you're basically not standing, you're basically not moving all the time. You need to do proper stretches, you need to do proper warm-ups, and also your workouts need to incorporate stuff that kind of opens your body up. But that's another episode. That's a whole episode on its own. Most important thing in mental clarity, staying in shape, and ultimately getting the best version of yourself when you show up at the office is sleep and nutrition. You can't beat that. All this stuff is good. You need to stay active, you need to move your body, but if you're not getting enough sleep, you're not eating well, forget it. Okay, so warm up, stretches done, that's out the way. We're gonna do one of my quick and dirties, like I said. Constantly on the road, you need something that requires minimal equipment, but still help get the heart rate up, and you can still stay on track with your goals. So I'm gonna do this complex, and it's basically a push-up, squat, like a thruster, and a shoulder press. So I'll do a quick demo. So this goes on for like 12 continuous minutes, and I'm telling you, you'll be gassed at the end of it. Start off 10 push-ups on each side. You do 10 squats. You do 10 thrusters. Now I break it up into 5 on each side. You can do the same thing with the push-ups. So again, thruster, push up. Then the last one, before you start again, shoulder press. Warm up in, got my stretch in, got my mind right. Let's go. That's the workout done. You're gonna get some core lessons. You're gonna get some founder fitness tips. Okay, workout's done, and we're gonna get into the core lesson. So today I wanna talk to you about something that is foundational to how we think about AI, and how a lot of this is shaped by a paper called The Bitter Lesson. So our thesis this year has been that the future of vertical AI isn't about building tools that analyze narrow data sets. It's about building role models, AI systems that don't just label or predict, but simulate the real world. Okay, so think about this. Think about a factory floor, a commodity supply chain, or a healthcare system. If you can simulate it, you can test different actions. You can deploy agents to improve it, and you can feed all of that learning back into the model. And that is where the compounding learning happens. That's where the magic happens. But to understand why world models actually matter, we need to rewind, go back to 2019, where Richard Sutton, one of the pioneers in reinforcement learning, wrote an essay called The Bitter Lesson. The point was simple. Every time researchers tried to shortcut progress by hard coding human knowledge into AI, it eventually got surpassed by systems that relied on scalable compute and friendlier methods. Said differently, human cleverness doesn't scale, compute does. That's why deep learning beats expert systems. That's why AlphaGo didn't win by encoding every possible Go strategy from humans, but by learning through massive amounts of compute and self-play. The bitter pill for researchers is that the fastest way forward is often the least flattering to human ingenuity. So if you're a founder and you're trying to think, okay, what does this mean for me? What the hell does this mean for someone who's building in vertical AI? I would say don't over-engineer by trying to hand code every insight from your industry into a model. Instead, think about how you can structure systems that learn at scale. With feedback loops, data pipelines, and with compute, this is where the breakthroughs come from. Okay, founder lesson is done. Now we're gonna get into the founder fitness tip. And today, we're focusing on sleep and performance. And just like a professional athlete, if you want to be a high-performing founder, you can't cheat sleep. Studies have shown that just one night of poor sleep reduces reaction time, focus, and decision-making, the very skills you need when you're running a high-growth startup. Sleep is when your brain consolidates memory, clears out waste, and makes creative connections, the kind that help you see solutions that no one else can. Founders who consistently get 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep make better strategic calls, they handle stress more effectively, and they avoid burnout. I could go on and on and on about this, but I think you're starting to get the point. Think of it this way. Sleep isn't time away from building a company, it's a force multiplier. Treat it like your most important meeting of the day because it sets the foundation for every decision that follows. All right, that is it from me. I will see you on the next core lessons and see you next time. Let's go.